Today we will be solving two-step equations. First, when we're solving two-step equations, we're going to get rid of the constant. So we're going to eliminate addition and subtraction first. Addition and subtraction first. Remember from last year, that's called additive inverse. Then we're going to eliminate multiplication and division second, and that's called multiplicative inverse. So we're going to eliminate addition and subtraction, then multiplication and division. We always want to make sure that our variable that we're solving for is positive when we finish the problem. We don't want to leave a negative variable. So let's get into solving equations. We're going to use the reverse order of operations to solve 9x minus 7 equals negative 7. If you have a scrap sheet of paper, go ahead and write this down. So anytime I'm solving an equation, I want to start by drawing a balance line so that I have a left side and a right side. The variable is currently on the left side. It is an x. I want to solve for x, so I need to eliminate the 9 and I need to eliminate the minus 7. We want to start by eliminating the minus 7. What's the opposite of minus 7? Add 7. So I'm going to add 7 right here, which will cancel what I needed to cancel. But if I add 7 on the left side, I must add 7 on the right side. And that's why I like that balance line. So let's look at what we have. On the left side, we have 9x, and I'm going to bring that down. And on the right side, I have negative 7 plus 7, which would give me 0. Going back to the variable, x is being multiplied by 9. X is being multiplied by 9. So to cancel multiply by 9, I'm going to divide by 9. And it will cancel that. But if I divide by 9 on the left side, I have to divide by 9 on the right side. So let's take a look at what we have. On the left side, we have just x left. Bring down our equal sign. 0 divided by 9 is 0. So our answer here is that x equals 0. And you can always check that by plugging it back in for x. So I have 9 times 0 minus 7. 9 times 0 is 7. 0 minus 7 is negative 7. So this checks out because that was what I was supposed to get. Okay, let's move on. The next one is negative 9x plus 1 equals negative 80. Go ahead and write that down. Let's draw a balance line. Once again, my variable is on the left side, and I want to cancel everything around it. So I want to cancel the negative 9 and the plus 1. We're always going to start with the constant. So how would I eliminate the plus 1? Let's subtract 1, which will cancel. If I subtract 1 on the left side, I have to subtract 1 on the right side. So let's take a look at what we have left. I'm going to bring down the negative 9x. Bring down my equal sign. Negative 80 minus 1. Negative 80 minus 1 is negative 81. So I'm going to look back to my variable, which I need to be by itself. Right now my variable is being multiplied by negative 9. So to cancel multiplying by negative 9, I'm going to divide by negative 9. Remember, we want to divide by the same sign so that it all cancels. So if I divide by negative 9 there, I'm going to divide by negative 9 on the other side. Let's take a look at what we have left. I have an x that I'm going to bring down, my equal sign. And negative 81 divided by negative 9 is positive 9. Remember, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Once again, you can take that 9, plug it in, and make sure you have the correct answer. Let's take another example. This example is negative 15 equals negative m plus 5. I'm going to draw my balance line. One thing I noticed right off the bat is that this variable is on the right side. So this time I'm going to be canceling backwards. I'm going to be canceling from the right side. So I'm going to have to cancel this plus 5. So I'm going to subtract 5, which will cancel that 5. But if I subtract 5 from that right side, I need to go to the other side of the equal sign and subtract 5 as well. So let's take a look at what we have left. Negative 15 minus 5 is negative 20. I'm going to bring down my equal sign. On this side, I'm left with a negative m, so I need to bring down negative m. Let's go to your variable. Our variable is negative. We never want to leave a negative variable. What coefficient is in front of the m? It's a negative 1. I need to cancel that negative 1. So that is multiplication. So the opposite would be division. So let's divide by negative 1 to cancel, which means I need to divide by negative 1 over here. So let's see what we have left. Negative 20 divided by negative 1 is positive 20. Over here, I just have an m left. So we have 20 equals m, or m equals 20. And now we are finished with the problem there. So remember, never leave your variable negative. Let's move to 2 more examples. This one has to do with fractions. Remember, fractions are just division problems. So this says 6 equals a divided by 4 plus 2. Again, I'm going to draw a balance line. My variable is on the right side, so I'm going to be canceling from the right side. I want to start by canceling the constant of plus 2. What's the opposite of plus 2? Minus 2. That will cancel. I need to go to the left side and subtract 2 as well. 6 minus 2 is 4. I have a divided by 4 left on the right side, so let's bring that down. A divided by 4. And we cancel the plus 2. Back to the right side of the problem, I want to cancel the divide by 4. The opposite of divide by 4 is to multiply by 4, which will cancel, which means I need to come to the left side and multiply by 4 as well. 4 times 4 is 16. On the right side, all I have left is an a that I need to bring down. So 16 equals a, or a equals 16. And that is my answer. Okay, let's try one more problem. This last problem is a little bit different. This last problem says negative 4 equals r minus 20, all divided by 5. So notice that this time the minus 20 is in the numerator. The minus 20 is in the numerator right here. This is the one time that we actually cancel division and multiplication first, because we have this big fraction. So if I want to cancel this big fraction away, I'm going to multiply by the denominator. So the opposite of divide by 5 is to multiply by 5, which will cancel that 5 away. But if I multiply by 5 on the right side, I have to multiply by 5 on the left side. So let's see what we have left. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. On the right side, I have this entire numerator to bring down. So it's going to have r minus 20. The good thing is this becomes a very easy problem after this. Look at the right side with your r minus 20. How do I cancel minus 20? Add 20. So I'm going to add 20 to the other side as well. Negative 20 plus 20. Negative 20 plus 20 is 0. Equals, I'm going to bring down the r. So 0 equals r, or r equals 0. You're going to complete your next assignment on the classroom. You will click on Edulastic and log in with your school Google account. Please show your work on a piece of paper. You're going to take a picture and upload it into the section that asks for it. So when you go to the classroom, you will see 2 things. You will see Edulastic, you will log in with your Google account, and you will see a form where you're going to take a picture and upload your work. If you have any questions, please let me know.